Hello, everybody. This is Brian. I'm taking a look at Octaspace. I'm doing this for a subscriber. I've never looked at this coin before, so I just tried to do a video on it, but I want to redo it. So we're going to take a look at it here real quick. I have no idea what it does, what it is, no idea whatsoever. Okay, so I put some lines on here. That's the first thing I would do. I would track the daily. That's the daily right here, the daily trajectory. Okay, the bottom price action of this coin, and it is on an upward price trajectory, obviously. Okay, you have some buyers coming in over here, but you also have people selling these wicks. That means sellers. Okay, if they're on the bottom like this one, that means buyers were stepping in the market, buying the price up. Every time the price gets pushed up here, they're pushing it back down. You got people selling, okay? So that's what happens when you have price. You know, what does this one up, I believe, for 450%. Let's get a quick look. You know, it went from 16 cents up to, yeah, did about almost a 4.5x. But from the top, it's had a pullback of, you know, 54%. Crypto's brutal, isn't it? Really is. You know, I'm not laughing because it came down. I just mean the price swings. You know, I've been in here 4.5 years now, and be 5 years in April. It can be, the price swings are brutal. You got to make it through them. You know, this is a fairly new coin, just launched in June. So not a lot to go on here, but let's take a look and see if we can figure anything out. The daily RSI's at the bottom. That's good. That's what you want to see. All right. Last time the daily was at the bottom, you had this push here. Let's see what the daily's been doing on this thing. To the top there, you had a 100% gains. It's that time there. The daily pushed it up 67%, and the time before that, the daily pushed this thing up 300%. Okay, so pretty decent pushes on that daily. All right, now I do see what you really want to see here. I see bearish divergence on that daily. Okay, right here, this high here. All right, it's showing downward trajectory, while price action was showing upward trajectory. Okay, that's bearish divergence. All right, and that could be where this correction here started coming in. Okay, right up here at the top of that one. What that means is you had this high here to match it up at the dotted line. Okay, in price. Then you had your next high, which ended up being lower on the RSI. Then you had your all-time high, which ended up being lower on the RSI. That's bearish divergence. You have lower highs on the RSI and higher highs on price. Okay, now this looks like this could be doing one of a couple things here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, or there's no ABC in here. I was looking for that. Nothing matches up for an ABC. Let me put it on a 12-hour. No, I don't see no ABC in there. Okay, just too much of a retrace right here. All right, if you had a Fibonacci on that, I would want to see a 702 or 618 come in. It went up to 786. Okay, so no, without that big push there in the 786, I could have possibly seen an ABC in there. But all right, we got the 12-hour RSI extending up here, getting to the top. We have a red candle on it. 8-hour getting to the top, red candle. 4-hour rolling over, red candle. All right, I think that, in my personal opinion, and that's all it is. It's not financial advice at all. All right, best case scenario, we pull back, hold this area right at right about 49 cents. Worst case scenario, it comes down here to 40 cents, and then it starts up after that. All right, the reason I say that, you got that 4-hour RSI at the top and bearish You got the 8-hour just about ready to flip bearish here. Okay, and you got the 12-hour starting to roll over. You can see it starting to curve there on the bottom here. It has in fact rolled over, but you have the daily reset. Okay, so this pullback right here, yeah, it's been pretty brutal, and that would match up with the bearish divergence. Okay, that all lined up there, pulled the price down. Yeah, if you would have been charting this the whole time, you would have seen bearish divergence in here and been like, uh-oh, that's not good. And that would have been your clue to either get out and buy back in, or ride it out. In my personal opinion, unless you really know what you're doing with charts and really trust yourself, it's just stay in the coin. Don't try that selling and buying back in. It'll burn you every time. Maybe not every time, but I took a pretty good beating. I had $30,000 worth of Cardano, sold it, tried to buy it back cheaper, ended up costing me more. So I learned a hard lesson on that one, and I don't try that very often unless I'm very confident in my call. But you can see that it's had a very hard time flipping this into support, that 50, call it 57 cents. You can see the wicks down below it, and you can see it's been fighting up against that. Okay, right over here you had wicks that couldn't flip it into support. Over here you have wick, can't flip that area into support, so looks like it wants to pull down. Right here you got my guess is something similar to over here. This could end up being a similar to a double bottom formation. Boom, boom, boom. No, that would almost be like a triple bottom there, but yeah, okay. Yeah, my guess is watch for that 49 cents to hold. Okay, if it would lose that, then watch for it to come down to 40. All right, then you should get a bounce after that, especially with the daily reset. All right, but that would be my first area to watch for support. 49 cents. You want to see it hold that. If it doesn't, then it's going to break our trend here too. Watch for that 40 cents to hold, but you can see it can wick down there and then pull back up. So not a big deal. You could end up looking at a pullback of either from here another 10%. Worst case scenario, if it pulls down to the 40-cent area, you'd be looking at another 27% down. So but that daily, that's the big one. You want to see that thing reset, and it is. Okay, so might not pull back that hard, but this one here, that pulled down pretty good. And last time the 12 was at the top, you can see it pulled it back from 87 down to 64, 23 cents. All right, when the 12 pulled down that time. That time here, it pulled it down from 63. We won't even get down that wick to 40, 23 cents. It actually pulled it way down here, but we won't even use the wick. And this one here pulled it down from 56 to 40, 16 cents. All right, so if you went from 55 down to 40, it's 15 cents. So that would be in line. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'll check back on this thing as we go. All right, thanks a lot. Have a great day, everybody.